Good morning, everybody. It is August 4th, and here is this morning's plan of attack. Okay, so first, let's talk about news. Well, today we do have non-farm employment change and employment rate. So this is going to potentially move the market around. Typically, it has been lately, but we'll see if it actually still does. And this comes out in approximately 19 minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the charts and see if we can make a plan. So first off, if you haven't heard this before, this is my plan on how I look to day trade 0 days expiration options on SPX, ES futures options, things like that. So let's go ahead and look here. So this I'll show the reason of the importance of this line here in a minute. But in terms of today, right, where I feel I get a good edge at this is forecasting how I anticipate today's candle to close. That being said, news is about to be reported, and it potentially could make this look completely different than what it's looking like right now. But at the current moment, I'm actually expecting kind of chop. If this support level holds, then I expect it to kind of maybe, I'll say maybe not even take out 45.55 on the ES. But if it does take that level, I don't anticipate just like taking out the whole highs up here either. So if basically what I'm getting at here is if we start to take out this low, we'll probably flush. But if we go higher, I don't think we'll go past this level. So use that information basically saying I'm kind of expecting maybe chop unless the news is significant enough to make it move either direction. So with that being said, I'm going to head on over to our other chart real quick. So if you took my drama free class, this chart probably looks very familiar to you, but there's something I want to point out to you here. So there is a 15-minute squeeze firing short, a 30-minute squeeze firing short, an hourly squeeze that hasn't even fired yet, but we're down here extended. There is one thing here I do want to point out on the 30-minute chart that potentially may happen. All right, so let me show you what this orange box is that I drew first before I go into the other stuff. So the orange box, I'm going to amplify this or maximize, crunch it. All right, so here's our 30-minute chart. So this is a last month's point of control, or not point of control, but last month's volume profile that I'm looking at right here. So this gray area right here. So here's a peak, comes down, point of control is right here. Another little node, another little node. Well, what each little peak is basically volume support or resistance, basically what it is. So if we look right here, you see this significant little node? That is right where we bounced yesterday. So the question is this going to be the last little volume node that defends the fall and we retrace back up at least to this month's point of control, which is up here about 45.40. And then if we do break that, potentially go up to last month's point of control. But we just have to worry about today. So today the question is, does the support hold? And if the support does hold, how much higher are we going to go? So the reason why that is important is because I'm going to go back and pull up this chart. Is because on the 30-minute time frame, it almost looks like we are forming an inverted head and shoulders on support. So we're going to have our shoulder here, we're going to have a head, we're going to form out this next shoulder, and then on the break, that's when we'll go back up and potentially retest last month's point of control. So that's kind of big picture. But in the context of the big picture, how we play lower picture, basically, if price starts to rotate around, then we would want to play the bullish side is basically what it means. But if we start to break down here, then we want to play the bear side. So let's go ahead and pull up my quick hits chart, and then we'll talk about my plan and how I am looking to trade 0 DTE today. Zooming in here so you see a whole picture here. All right, so let's talk about a few things. So something that occurred overnight, so we'll start a big picture on 30-minute, then we're down to 5. We don't really need to pay attention to 1 minute right now. So something that did happen overnight is price did hit the support level, right? That's where we rallied yesterday. We rallied up into this month's point of control, which is what we're filling, and that is also where the daily 21 EMA is, and then there's the 5 and the 8. So, all that being said, price rallied up into a significant level of resistance at the daily 21 EMA, the point of control, and is also, kind of ironically, the 60-minute 50 EMA. So that's going to be a pretty strong level to get over. But how can I use it as a trade? So here are my two outlooks. So we'll say the bell opens 15 minutes or so go open or pass since they open. Say price holds. I'll turn this green. So it's a bullish scenario. Say support holds here. We make this higher low and we start to take out the daily 21 EMA, which is up at 45.38, sorry, which is right here. So what it would look like on this time frame, so this is going to pivot here, and then I would like it to push up and quite honestly break these levels, and since news is about to come out, I might give it just enough volatility to bust out of this little range here. So if that happens, I would like it to bust up to the upside, wait for that quick retest, and then play it to the bullish side. So that's bullish scenario. This is after the news comes out. I know drawing this, you're like, wow, that's such a big move. Well, that's if the news comes out and then we're looking for a big push above point of control in the daily 21 EMA, and then say it pulls back and then boom, play it to the upside. Now, what about the bearish scenario? Bearish scenario is it does look like this is going to pivot low anyways, and so say we come up to today's point of control and this little VWAP, this is that green line, the VWAP, and then the daily 21 EMA will kind of be like right here. So if price rallies up to here, it starts to stall, and we get our dots and arrows all in our rotation, then boom, that's the call credit spread scenario. So that is how I'm looking at it right now, playing it out. But that's pretty much it. You don't have to place a trade also together or today as well. But that's kind of what I'm looking for to see unfold. And in terms of 0 days to expiration trading. So I hope everyone has an awesome day. Have a great weekend, and I will see y'all again on Monday. Take care.